Hi everyone, today we are going to present air quality. Our group is conformed by María Paz Velázquez, Ana Sofía Ochoa, Gabriela Parra, and Nora María Peláez. We choose 3 cities, Beijing, Medellín, and Sao Paulo. We are going to talk about how is the air quality of those 3 cities, and also we are going to talk about the population of those ones.
The air quality depends in what part of the world you are, because we can see that in different cities we have a better air quality or a worse air quality. And here also depends how much pollution we have in these cities, because for example, if in a city they have more pollution, the air quality is going to decrease. And if we have in another city less pollution, the air quality is going to increase. Now we're going to expose the question that is, does high population affect air quality between Beijing, Sao Paulo, and Medellin? The hypothesis we have by this question is that we consider pollution and the high population affects air quality. Why? Because if we have more population, more people is going to start to consume and is going to pollute air, doing that the air quality is going to be less like other cities, that if they have less population, is going to be less pollution and they are going to have a better air quality. What is PM 2.5? This is a measuring of air that is particles that are in a diameter of 2.5 micrometers, and they are organic chemicals like dust, metal, smoke, in others. And this is damage air for us, because if they can have such problems like a lung infection, doing that we have different problems in a large time. Why we use PM 2.5? We choose this measuring because we can see that is one of the most used and the most seen in air quality. So we wanted to know the different problems we can have if we continue using or increasing this PM 2.5 in air quality.
The air quality. Well, what is the air quality? The air quality is what tells us how is the air in that moment, if it's good or if it's bad. With the air quality, we can measure and know they're in days or in months or in weeks and also in years, so we can see if the air that we are breathing is good or if it's bad. So it's like the way that monitors how is the pollution of the air. That is very important because we must know what is the quality of the air that we are breathing. And we have to know it because, as we know, the air is very important, is one of the things that help us to live, and that we must know what is his quality, and if the quality in that moment is good or if it's affecting our health.
We wanted to use 3 cities, that was Medellin, Beijing, and Sao Paulo. We wanted to use Medellin because we live here in Colombia, and we wanted to see if, for example, in Medellin, that is a city that is industries, it have a lot of industries in Colombia, if the air quality is less by this type of industries that contaminate air. Beijing, because Beijing is another city, sorry, that have a different culture. So we wanted to know if this culture can also change the different pollution they have. So if they have more or less pollution, the air quality is going to be better. And also the population they have, take into account that is a city of China. And then Sao Paulo, we wanted to use Sao Paulo because Sao Paulo is also, like I said, in Medellin, they have a lot of industries and a high population, and that is going to make that the air quality increase or decrease. So we wanted to investigate of these different cities, and how we're going to prove our hypothesis, how we're going to say that our hypothesis is good and according to the information we have. First, we wanted to prove our hypothesis knowing about the measuring of air quality PM 2.5, and already having this concept clear, we start to search about the different cities we want to use. That was Medellin, Beijing, and Sao Paulo, knowing the different population they have in 2 different months and 1 year. Also, already having this information, we start to do the different graphics in which we can know if this city have more population, how is their quality, if this other city have each population, how is their quality, and in the other city, how is their quality taking into account the different population they have. And we can see also that in these countries, these cities, they have a lot of difference between the population. So they are going to have a big difference in the air quality.
One of the cities that we choose is Beijing, that is located in China. It has approximately 2007 million of inhabitants on the year of 2019. We can say that the air quality on the city is moderate, and we noticed that on an index that we saw that it tells us that it has 52 US AQI in the air quality. This is made of the things that we do, like for example burning coal, the high population, manufacturing of industry, and other things. So this is a reason why it's not good air quality, so it's like moderate. The second city that we choose is Medellin, that is located in Colombia. It has approximately 2.5 million of inhabitants in the city. The city has a moderate air quality, and it can be expressed in PM 2.5 and in other cases in PM 10. The quality of the air is not that bad, but it affects us a little bit. That can be because the population, or also can be of the cars and things that humans does that affect the air quality, and that also affect us. The third and the last city that we choose is Sao Paulo, that is located in Brazil. It has a population of 22 million of inhabitants in the city. We can think that because it has a lot of population, the air quality will be bad, but it's not like that. It has a good air quality, and it can be expressed in PM 2.5, and also it can be expressed in PM 10. The air quality is good, but it's not all that good because it always have things that made it bad. Like for example, the cars, the fuel, all that things, but in general way, it has very good air quality.
This graphic is showing us the air quality between August and September of 2021. From 0 to 50, the air quality is good. From 50 to 100 is moderate. From 151 to 200 is harmful, and from 201 to 300 is very harmful. Sao Paulo is the blue one, Medellin is the orange one, and Beijing is the gray one. We can see that air quality in all 40 cities is so bad, but it can be reflected that it's really bad in Sao Paulo.
Quality is what measures the air in that moment, and what tell us if the air is good or is bad. So in this slide we can see a chart and that is telling us if that the air quality is divided in some colors. So we have the green one, that is a good air quality, that is to 0 to 50, and that is a satisfactory for the population. We have the yellow one, that is moderate, that is to 51 to 100, and that is acceptable. We have the orange one, that is unhealthy for some sensitive groups, that is to 101 to 150. Well, it's unhealthy for some groups, like are the kids, the old people, and people with health problems. We have the red one, that is unhealthy. That is to 151 to 200, and it can affect all the population in general. And we have the purple one, that is very unhealthy, from 201 to 300, and that is very unhealthy, and is like a health alert for us. And we have like the strong red, that is very unhealthy, that is to 301 and higher, and that's a very alarming air quality and very dangerous for our health. So as we can see, the air quality depends on some like values that can show us that if the air quality that we are breathing is good or if it's bad, so we can be alert of if it changes and things like that.
What we want with this Python is that the user knows the type of air quality on Sao Paulo, Medellin, and Beijing. Also, we want to know the type of air quality that it has, PM 2.5, and some things like that for the user, like make sure the type of air, if it's moderate, good, unhealthy, and things like that.
Now, as a conclusion, we can say that we prove our hypothesis and we are agreed by our hypothesis because we see that if in a city they have more population, the air quality is going to decrease by the pollution, the high population they have. So, for example, we can see that in Sao Paulo they have a bigger population than in Medellin, and Medellin has a less population, doing that the air quality of Sao Paulo is worse and the air quality of Medellin is better. So we can say that we prove our hypothesis and we are agreed by our hypothesis because population affects the air quality in different cities.
Our conclusion of ethic is that, well, first, for having an ethical behavior or what we can do to improve the air quality, first is to know what is the air quality and what are the consequences that bring us. Well, in our group, after we discuss it, we have the conclusion that for improving the air quality, we can start using bicycles or walking or maybe using public transportation. Well, because the vehicles is one of the thing that affect very bad our air quality because there are too many vehicles. So if maybe we can start using the public transportation, there will be a reduction of the vehicles, so the air quality may get better. Well, we also have to be very conscious and to have autonomy to do the things, because, well, with having some little steps we can make the change. Also, we should start using ecologic things and things like that, and maybe or resources or basic resources to live, we can use it in a moderate way, so we can start helping the planet more. And also we can plant trees to help the nature, so the air quality can be great in days, and that will be a really helpful thing to do to the planet, so our air quality will be better, because, well, as we know, the air quality is something very important, because of air is what we live and we have to live with that, so we have to protect these things and to try them to get better.
Technology helps us to find solutions for environmental problems, such as implementing solar panels for us to reduce the consumption of energy. Also, we can implement treatment planning factories, water treatment planning factories. Also, we can see alternatives for us to don't use bad things for the environment and use and implement a lot of renewable energy. Also, programs help us in this situation because we can see how much we have to improve. We can put a lot of the data and see if we are improving or if we are making bad decisions.